Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. Today is, I don't know, I don't know, it's a Wednesday. So this is going to be, I believe, Charm Chatter number 300. Can you believe that? Holy cow. I know the lighting isn't the greatest. I really wanted you to be able to see the view, and if you see the view, you can't see me, which is quite all right with me, and I hope it's all right with you because look it. So that's the lake. If you're a follower of mine, a subscriber, you've been around for a while, you know that I'm on vacation, and we are vacationing at the edge of Lake Erie in Ohio, where I live in Ohio, but not at the edge of Lake Erie, and not in this cute little condo. And so on this side, so that was the lake side. This is the pool. We are staying, I think, near a yacht club. Oh, you can't see. On the other side of that tree is the bay, or a bay, a river, a channel, I don't know what you call it, but there's water over there, and a marina. And I was really trying to position so you could see that. And if you get to see the pretty stuff outside, I'm in a shadow, which might be better for you guys. But so I wanted to show you, but then what I show you will probably be in a shadow too, and I don't really want that. So let me play here again. I had it where you could like see me and see outside too. I don't know if the sun changed or what, but now it's worse. I might just have to close the blinds, and I really don't want to do that. But we'll see. So we'll chatter, and you guys can see this for a few minutes. I am still drinking coffee. It's morning time. Mid-morning, really, actually. But we're on vacation, you know, and we're in a one-bedroom little tiny condo, which is so cute. This condo is decorated so adorably, you guys. I mean, I know this isn't yarn stuff, but I totally would live here in a minute. She's got it, the owner has it decorated so adorable, or the management, but no, it's privately owned, and we do this through our timeshare. It's only one bedroom, but it's so cute. Great for the week, but I could live here. You know, water on both sides, except that it's, I'm sorry to say, it's in Ohio. It's cold. I don't want to be here in the wintertime. It's chilly. It's been chilly. We had a decent day the other day, over the weekend. Oh, so I move in. Okay, I see. That's the way. So now you can still see. Okay, that's good. If I lean on the table, how's that? They just filled that pool yesterday. They took the cover off, and I don't know if there was water in it and they drained it, but they did power wash the pool and filled it. They have fillers right inside the pool, and they filled that whole big pool in one day. I was really shocked, and the water is really crystal clear, and I'm sure they're treating it so it stays that way. But it's like 45 degrees, so no, ain't nobody swimming in that water today. And the lake temperature, we were out on my son's boat, which is one of the reasons we're here, is because he brought his boat here and we boated over the weekend. And I will have some pictures, but not in this video because I still have Amigurumi Wars pictures to show you at the end. So anyway, we boated on Saturday, and it was beautiful, but the water temperature was 46 degrees. No swimming going on. That's hypothermia weather right there. And Sunday we were going to do some more boating, but the winds were really, really high. And so no, we're not gonna risk anything. So no boating on Sunday, but we went to Animal Safari, which was very awesome. And I will put a little video together at the beginning of next month and show you some of the stuff that I've taken pictures of while been on vacation here in Ohio. Let me get to the yarny goodness. I did do some crocheting since I've been here. Not as much as I would have wanted to, but you know, we've been busy. I didn't crochet much over the weekend because my son and his family and my daughter were here, and we did family stuff, which is more important than crochet. So first, my husband has his very favorite hat that I made him, and it's got wool in it. And it's a couple years old, and it is looking pretty crappy, let me tell you. I'm like embarrassed. Like, I crochet. Why are you wearing a crappy looking hat? Just tell me your hat's crappy looking and I'll make you a new one. And he says, because I love this hat. It keeps my head really warm. He doesn't have much hair. He keeps it, what hair he has of his own, he keeps very short. And his head gets really cold very easy. And so he loves that wool hat because even in the wintertime when he's outside shoveling and it gets snowy on it, his head stays warm because of the wool. Wool will stay warm even when it's wet. So I said, I will make you a new hat with wool in it. And I used the same stitch, which is the front post treble crochet. Let's see if you can see. Oh, I'll get it up close. And this is, I forgot to bring the yarn band over here, but this is Woolies. It's got wool in it. And so I can handle wool for a little while, but this is so soft. This is so soft. And it's big for him like this, but even though it looks funny, and I crocheted it in the round, but he likes to fold it up and have it double, even though it's not really designed for that. He's really and truly wearing it for warmth. So even though it's beanie style, I made it long so he could fold it up over his ears and keep his ears that much warmer, because that's how his other hat was. It just stretched to be that big because I didn't make it his original one in this style. I made it to be beanie style, but he would stretch it and pull it up over his ears to give his ears that extra double warmth. So I made this one long enough that he can just pull it up over. I know you can't see now. There we go. I'm going to just close these. I'm sorry. I really hate doing it because the view is so cute, so beautiful. Oh, now I'm going to be in the way of that because the chair is not supposed to sit here. Does that help? Okay, there we go. So anyway, that's how it's, but if he doesn't, he could wear it slouchy. It's too big for me. He's got a bigger head than I do. He's got more brains than me. He needs a bigger head. So anyway, he could wear it. It's not slouchy on him. So that's finished object number 1 since I've been on vacation. And then I wanted to make him a waffle stitch hat, and I made it out of, this is Red Heart Super Saver. This was scrap yarn. I don't know the color because it did not have a band, but it is Ohio State colors for the Ohio State Buckeyes. So it's the scarlet and gray. And I don't know if it was called Buckeye yarn. And this is the waffle stitch pattern, again, from Bag O' Day. And so this one is not fold up. I did not make it like that. It's slouchy on me, but like I said, he's got a bigger head than I do. So that's how this one goes. Let me see if I can. I don't want to break anything. And let's close this. I think that's, do we get better? Yeah, there you go. So anyway, that's this. And it was just scrap yarn, so I don't even know. It wasn't a whole skein because it was already scrapped, and I still have some of it left. I'm done fighting with those. So that's project number 2. And actually, they took me a couple days to make each one because, not because the hats take so long, but just because I didn't crochet that much. I did those over the weekend. Then I made Meeko's Yetti for the Amigurumi Wars. This is the pattern by Anita from YOH Creations. Isn't he just the cutest? Now, I gave mine brown eyes. See that? And this is Big Twist Twinkle, because it's got a sparkle. I don't know if you'll see it. Oh, maybe kind of little. It's their sparkle yarn. This was scrap blue yarn. This was scrap yarn as well, by the way. This was left over from that hat and scarf I made the beginning of the month in white. And I don't know why, but I have several skeins of the Big Twist and, of this white yarn. And I was making that hat and scarf, and I ran out of, it started with leftover, and then I went on to the next skein, which was what this is. And that skein was thinner. This is more like a 3-weight versus a 4-weight. So my Meeko's Yetti has really big feet and hands because this is a true 4-weight, whatever the scrap yarn is. And this one, I think it was just a bad skein because I have others and they're fatter. But I used up the, leftover skein. And so his feet turned out really big and huge, and his hands, because they're at a heavier, even though they both say they're 4-weight, this one is thinner, I'm telling you for sure. It was thinner when I made the other pattern. But it does sit, he does sit, even though I accidentally miscounted and one leg is longer than the other. But he will sit. And I bought, I'm such a dummy. I went to Dollar Tree. I had my husband take me there because I wanted to put some beads in his butt so he would sit really well. He does sit really well by himself. And I closed up the bottom and forgot to put the doggone beads in there. So I'm a little mad at myself. I went and bought them. Those glass beads that you put in like the bottom of a vase or whatever. But he does sit. You can't see, but he does. Oh, there goes the lighting again. So I bought also at Dollar Tree because it did not take very much yarn. Anita says the pattern takes, don't you love this? Anita says the pattern takes like 100 yards, I think, of the white. So I bought 2 skeins of, or maybe 3, I don't know, 2 different color browns. I want to make another one. When I was buying the beads, I saw that the Dollar Tree here in Port Clinton had yarn, and they had 2 different color browns. One is, and I forgot to bring them over here too. But anyway, I want to make another one in brown with a tan face. And like, this is the Abominable Snowman, and I want to try one to make it Bigfoot. I don't know if I'll get to, I won't. I'm not even going to try to put that pressure on myself to get that done this month. Not a happening thing. But when I was with my grandkids over the weekend, Ariana said, Grammy, can you make me a pickle? And she pulled up this picture on TikTok of a crocheted pickle. I'm like, you want a pickle? And she said yes. So when we were at Dollar Tree, I found green yarn in Just Chenille, and this is a 6 bulky, it's 65 yards in the skein, and this color is called Mint. It was the best green that they had. They had green in the cotton, like a pickle color green, like a darker green in the cotton, and I didn't want to do cotton. I wanted it to be softer than that. And they had this in the mint green, so that's what I bought. I bought 2 of them because I had no clue how much I would use. I didn't even use 65 yards. I could probably make another whole pickle out of this. And I thought I might do one for Avery, but Roy said Avery didn't ask for a pickle. And I mean, it took no time to make, but I made her a pickle and I gave it red eyes. She's going to be 11 in the summer. I think she can be okay with safety eyes. So I kind of improvised on a pattern from the Secret Yarnery because I didn't know how to do the bumps. So I went to the Secret Yarnery's pattern. I just YouTubed crochet pickle, and she has in her tutorial she used acrylic yarn. I think this yarn is too soft for what she did. She did where it would like bend like a pickle, but this yarn is too soft for that. It doesn't want to hold a shape. So anyway, that's fine. It's really, really soft. Ari, I think, is going to love it with all of its little nubbies on it, and I'm going to see her again tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure and have that done, so it jumped everything else that I was working on or would be working on. So that's the pickle and the story of the pickle. And I'm wondering, and I might, I know there's probably enough for a baby hat and maybe mittens or something. I mean, you don't make a scarf for a baby or a couple of baby hats. I don't know. I have other colors of that at home, so it's really soft and silky. I like it. And then I worked just last night a little bit and this morning just a little bit on my Ruana for the tutorial. I'm not to where I need to be to film the next part because I haven't worked on it. I'm sorry. I had to get the Meeko done, and I had to take care of my husband's head, and then the kids' pickle. You guys are important, but family comes first. Sorry. But I have been working on it a little, and I will work on it solely today. That's the only thing I'm going to work on when we go out birding. We went birding yesterday. We found eagle's nest. This area of Ohio is where they hold the biggest bird week. If you are into birds at all, there's the the biggest bird week, like that movie used to be or was a few years back, where the birds are migrating from, they migrate in the fall to get out of the cold, where it's going to be cold in the summer or winter, and they go south, and then in the spring they go back to, they migrate north. So this is the north, they're migrating north right now. And so right now in this area of Ohio, we will have the largest selections of birds that you'll be able to see would be the biggest at this time of year. They're nesting, and this year they're saying the biggest bird week starts May 7th. But we couldn't get vacation that time, so we're coming now. But there's areas here that have a lot of protected lands for the migrations. And they're all gearing up for the biggest bird week in another week. And they'll have, this is a pretty rural area, and they will have a million birders here, literally, now that Ohio is completely open and, everyone can come and go. They will have 1 million people come birding during the biggest bird week. They have a lot of stuff goes on. We were able to actually participate 1 week. Roy participated. I still had to work, but it's in Ohio, so I came up when I wasn't at work, and he really enjoyed it. But we were closer with our camper at that time, and so he stayed at the camper and drove back and forth. But anyway, if you're birding, it's a really good time to be in Ohio because the birds migrate through here, and the eagles are nesting, which 10 years ago, we really didn't have too many eagles. I'm going to say 15. But the birds of prey have really started coming back here, following the littler birds that are coming back that haven't been around for a while. The people, environmentalists and everything that cleaning up the world, you can see it in the bird population. I don't know if anybody else pays attention to that. I do, only because my husband does. And they're, it's cool to see, the new expanded varieties of birds and quantity of birds. We saw, but I didn't get a picture because it flew so fast, so far away. I couldn't get it in camera, but we have, as of last year, white pelicans, oh my God, there's a fly. White pelicans in Ohio. My whole life, I'm 59 years old. I never knew pelicans were ever in Ohio. But apparently, years ago, pelicans used to live here during the summer. And last year, they spotted white pelicans again. At least that's when we first noticed. There was an article in the paper. And we saw one this year. And so we were so excited, but I didn't get a picture of it. I was so disappointed about that. And I wasn't even sure what it was. This big white bird with black tips on its wings. Very exciting. So we want to try to get, I don't know if he does. I want to get a picture of it. So we're going to go look for that again today. So enough about that. But that's why we're here. And he goes out on the trails. It's cold today. Again, it's about 45. I'm not going out on the trails. He probably will, and that's completely fine. I'll sit and crochet and work on my Ruana get it to the point where I need to do the next part of the video anyway, of the tutorial. And I did want to say stay tuned till the end, which is coming up right now, because I will put in the Amigurumi Wars, so don't forget about that. If you still have until the the last day of the month to get your Amigurumi Wars in. Don't forget to hashtag them, hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2022. If I've missed anything as of the posting of this video at 10 o'clock or probably 11 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday at the end of April, whatever today is, if you haven't seen yours in there, email me. There are several people that have had, they're like on Amigurumi Wars steroids. So let me grab my list. If you are amongst these people, Kathleen Ulrich, Zara Tassenbaum, Josephine Swan, Lynn Camo. If you are amongst those people, please email me with the exact count of points that you have. I want to make sure I counted everything correctly, because you people are on steroids and I am not. So I do have a tally. I have a big tally sheet, and every time I take the picture and I save it in my photos to put on to put on the video, that's when I would comment on it or respond to your email. So I think I have everybody, but if somebody snuck in and I missed it, I don't want to miss it. So please let me know what your point count is. If I haven't posted a picture as of today that you've sent in, please email me. The email will be listed below. I want everybody to get all of their points, because not only does the most points win for me this month, but that carries forward, to the best of my understanding, throughout the year. So, you can always like just make more the next month or whatever to catch back up if you fell behind, whatever. Or I mean, not that there's a fall behind, but you know what I mean. If you want to win the grand prize, and that is a prize from all of the podcasters, you win your prize for the month, but then at the end of the at the end of the year, the person with the most points wins a prize from every podcaster again. So good luck to everyone, not only for this month, but for the future on. And if you are participating in the crochet calendar, hashtag CGC Crochet Cal 2022. I think I have 3, maybe 4 entries only this month. I knew it would be low because the project was a tougher one, and it's a tougher one again next month. I think it's a bag. I didn't bring that on vacation with me, so I think it's a flower motif bag. Yeah, I know. I'm like, really? I think I'm gonna make coasters, just so you know. I think they'll be really cute coasters. Someone this month made like a placemat and coasters out of the flower motifs from this month, which I totally adore. And I think that's what I'm going to do with next month, is make a couple of coaster. I'm going to steal your idea. I think that was from Cheryl. I'm going to steal your idea and make placemats and coasters out of the bag pattern, because I don't, unless I make it to be a project bag, which it's going to have a bunch of holes in it and your hooks and stuff will fall out. And I'm not a sewer. I'm not lining. I'm not. I don't want to. So I think I really like the coaster idea, or just just coasters would be all right too. Anyway, get yours in for this month. There's only a few, so your chances of winning are big. The grand prize is a $25 e-gift card to wherever you want it to, that I can buy it from and have it sent to you. And because there's such few entries, there might be more prizes for participation. I don't know. I'm thinking about that real hard. So get your projects done. And that's all I have. Don't forget to watch to the end for all the amigurumis. They're so enjoyable to watch, and you guys have done such a great job. I'm so proud. And I've got 2. Oh, I really wanted to do a whole bunch of them this month. I just didn't. Sorry. All right. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching, sharing, subscribing, liking. You know all this drill. But mostly, thanks for watching the video to the end to see all of the amigurumis that everyone posted. Bye.